Every day it gets harder to find a video on YouTube to watch while eating. Hello, who are you? Andrew and Rue. Me putting a 20-inch to a 10-year-old engine. Glad he added the word engine. Medieval dragon throne that was never used in any dark rituals, $400. Well, that's an odd thing to say. Woman hates selfies and decides to photograph herself led all over the world. How it feels to finally get home so you can be ugly in peace. Air conditioner then. I'm over 50 years old, I freeze the room, I have a pigeon living inside me and some missing parts. Air conditioner now. Mom, there's some dust on my filter, I don't work anymore. Me taking a final look at the horizon before jumping off the bridge. When you have to break tackles from defensive linemen in the backfield, it's the airline's fault, and that type of contact is a direct correlation to groin, oblique, hamstring and calf injuries. You talk out your ass so much your farts smell like Listerine. Zhu Liang had only a few soldiers to defend a town against 150,000 of Sima Yi's troops. Knowing he couldn't fight, he told his men to hide, left the gates wide open and sat on the walls calmly playing his lute. Sima Yi, convinced it was a trap, ordered his army to retreat. Nursing home staff arrested for running a fight club between elderly patients. These people should be in jail. Can't talk about Fight Club if you don't remember Fight Club. Florida man arrested for posting sickening threats against President Trump. Fight me for the Seth. Now presenting John Stamos's worst nightmare. Fine, I'll just go the alley. This was too far even for Peter. Jerome clearly meant no harm when he was spending time with Louis, and he even complimented Peter's looks. How did Peter respond? By being hateful. I'm usually a fan of Peter's antics, but not this time. Me, loneliness, alcohol, me, alcohol, pills, me, pills, side. Destroy your caregiver, 99% success. I'm 102. If you're in your 90s, watch this. If you angrily embait to a picture of another guy's money and your mouth, you have committed all 7 deadly sins. What the F? Where's pride? High five yourself in the mirror when you're done. Just because you're unique doesn't mean you're useful. Can it cut vegetable? Depends, in kitchen, maybe in a hospital, not so sure. My body count is 1572. Just to let you know, I'm a historian and there were armies lower than this number. Computer, show me this guy's puts. Enhance image, rotate, black and white, increase contrast, enhance image and zoom 2.75 times. Sorry man, bulk. Friend, you can't possibly guess a Wheel of Fortune puzzle with no letters. Me, 8 song lyrics. Hish, just let it happen. Oh my god. Most of the world calls them school. Americans call it a looting range. How are y'all Americans so bad at doing laundry? Aren't y'all masters at separating colors? Ladies, tired of your contact me and I can make it disappear for 9 months. For the low price of $0, but I disappear too. Esports fans be like, yeah, this MF is my goat. MF would lose an arm wrestle with the breeze. Yeah, I feel you. I found out what embation was by accident when I was little. I was so amazed by that I gathered up all my family members in the house that day, pulled my pants down and demonstrated what I found out in good faith till the end. I don't regret anything about that. What in the actual F? Hello stranger, can you give me an advice about life? I'm 21 and looking forward to live my 20s in the best way. I don't believe in YouTube advices, so I ask people directly. Gamble as much as you can. Most people quit right before they win big. Keep going, use your savings, your relative savings. It will all pay back at some point. Where the F battle beast at? Frigga. I get paid some money. I try to save some money. Some bullshit happens that requires money. I have no money. He looks like my turkey when I put it in the microwave instead of the oven on Christmas Day. Talks about radiation exposure giving people cancer when he looks like a week-old hot dog on a roller at 7-Eleven. I don't have enough life to go through 70,000 plus JFK files. Anyone know what really happened? Yes, you stole from poor people in Mississippi. In nature, poisonous creatures will develop bright colors to warn others of their toxicity. The original Voldemort design was scrapped for being too terrifying and potentially traumatizing to children. Agree, this would end up in someone's hear me out cake. The Tay Bridge Disaster. The Tay Bridge Disaster is a poem written in 1880 by the Scottish poet William McGonagall, who has been acclaimed as the worst poet in history. Angry Birds is just 11 simulator. Change my mind. Dad, what is f***s? Why do you ask? I'm always in pursuit of knowledge. What's the culture like? Prison cell. To the people that leave negative comments under tabloid articles about me, may you live long and prosperous lives, with a beautiful wife or husband alongside incredible friends, and may it all be in your mind because you're hallucinating from syphilis. Me when I have kids because I'm not sharing she. Look at the gut on that MFer. Stay with the man who looks at you the way Odysseus looks at his wife, so once every 20 years. Having pets has taught my daughter about old age and Seth, my Rottweiler ate her granny. Men of Reddit, how would you feel if your girl just grabbed you by the waist, lifted you up and pushed you against the wall and gave you a kiss? I would take my schizophrenia pills and cry myself to sleep. Thieves leave bank staff and customers unharmed after hostage reveals ghosts. My neighbor got a paint gun from Harbor Freight and he's painting vehicles now. So if you need a custom paint job, he's very reasonable. What did the Chinese audiences think of this? Love, they thought it was funny that food was playing a piano. The national average for a single person to live comfortably is $93,933 annually. That's $7,827.75 per month. This is wild, folks. Realistic looking fake stage puffs. 3.5 inches. Prop for prank Halloween costume movie. Looks real. These are great. Looks like it's lit and has people running to tell you to put it out. I work in an oil refinery and people are going insane. Worth every penny. Here I sit, broken hearted. Came to she but only farted. 2024. It's beautiful. These are 4 separate movies, and he gets paid a ton to play the same role of a confused meatball in all of them. He became a billionaire with one song and disappeared. Life goals. The quiet kid when you steal his lunch before he starts up the school. Noted. Song, lyrics, white people. Girls, what you doing if you're sitting on your boyfriend's lap and he gets you know that kinda sounds like you're gonna rip it off. Here's a tip. Carry a fork with you. If someone tries to rob you, pull the fork out of your pocket and say thank you Lord for this meal I'm about to have and charge at them with the fork. Jeffrey Dahmer. Noted. Boy, I'm going pen surgery. Girl. Okay, I love you. Boy, love you too, baby. Boy, wake up to see doctor, no girlfriend. Boy, where my girlfriend? Doctor, who do you think gave you the pen? Boy, what? Haha, life fire. Do you know where my phone charger is? No, but I do know where this thick shaved and 7-inch thick no curve is. Okay. Happy going. Big black rubber. Santa is going down. Examples of 3D street painting designed to slow down traffic without the need for speed bumps or extra signage. Step on the gas, Mike. It's just another one of those fake little girl paintings, oh god. It looks like you glued hair from a Roomba trash can and sink drain to your chin. Relax. The art of facial balancing. A well-balanced face doesn't mean symmetrical, it means the features complement each other. Why is everyone obsessed with looking like a bicycle seat now? OMG, she was already stunning and perfect. A Missouri man was charged for a second time trying to have sex with a train seat. Guy looks like a wax reconstruction of a caveman. POV. Me tracking her moods to figure out her cycle schedule, then asking her out on day 14 knowing she's the most happy then. What if she's not old enough to have p***? Asking for a friend. What? Me when that one kid won't shut up. I just want to talk with him. Tell me a little about yourself. I don't drink, I don't hang out with women. I go to bed at 10, get up at 6. Quiet, calm. You're perfect for me. But when I get out of prison everything will change. My grandpapa probably saying something racist. Think before you lack. Don't lack and drive. 40-year-old fruitcake found at an estate sale. You can't call people that anymore, geez. What happened in the past for this to even become a common expression? John Cena has said, I hate Serbia because he is Albanian. He never said that. He said that, you son of a b. Yo kid, better tie your shoelaces. Is that how I'm going to lie? No, you're gonna lie peacefully of old age. Awesome. I'm gonna go try heroin. Forgot my 15 years ago you left to get the milk and that's the only reason why you came home. What's the best NSFW compliment you received? I can't believe I'm telling you this, but I think of you when I myself. That was the last time Uncle Leroy was invited to say prayers at Sunday family dinner. Dream I had last night. Choose wisely. Just for your information, there was a huge roach in the kitchen that I chased down and obliterated. I also shouted go to hell. I was talking to the roach, none of you. You always make me feel so special. I'm so poor that I don't even know what they're in. Sunburn is a pale girl issue. That's why we had you pick Cotton Boy. This could be your last text, so make it count. Nobody knows why this snowy owl is orange. Seinfeld be like, George Costanza, the women in love with him. Melly chilled his friends, Melvin chilled his friends, Cop chilled his friends and framed Melly. Some college kid chilled his friends because he was jealous that Melly was making it and he lived in his parents' basement. Dave Blunt's threatens to crowd surf at his tour. That's an Avenger level threat. If students act like Ferris Bueller, they'll be out of your hair for one day, but if students act like Juliet Capulet, they'll be out of your hair forever. I like your pants. Thanks, they were 50% off. I would like it better if they were 100% off. The store can't just give away clothes for free. Oh god, Steve, that's not what I meant. That's terrible way to run a business, Natasha. In 1986, a woman earned her helicopter pilot's license, rented a helicopter and flew it over a prison to rescue her husband, a convicted bank robber, from the roof. Prince William ready to put Prince Andrew in his place, and it isn't the throne. The invention of the word. B. Top view. O. Front view. B. Side view. It makes perfect sense now. Now do pen. P equals rotated side view erect. E equals rotated side view flipped. N equals front on view erect. You can't actually see the pen, only the legs on either side. I equals top view mid-A jam. S equals top view broken.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.